Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. What an album. What an album. Hello my wonderful royals and welcome to my YouTube channel Brick Hip-Hop Reacts, and today we are doing the incredible I-dle once again, and I am finally here to do my I-dle album reaction, my I Never Die reaction. I genuinely cannot wait for this. I've been so hyped to check out this album. I kind of can't remember in recent memory being this hyped for an album before. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know if it's just the fact that TOMBOY has hit me so fucking hard and that's what's got me so hyped. Like, for where, maybe like because people have been talking about it and saying it's an incredible album and stuff, I don't know. But for whatever reason, I am like super psyched to check this thing out today. I cannot wait. If you're new here, hello. If you are an I-dle fan, if you are a Neverland, please do check out my previous I-dle reactions. I of course reacted to the MV when it dropped recently for TOMBOY. I reacted to the showcase stage. I did drop yesterday my reaction to the studio tune performance as well, so they're all out there. I'm utterly obsessed with this song at the moment. TOMBOY is I constantly play it on repeat. Like, it's one of those where I normally do like a random shuffle on Spotify when I'm listening to my music. I'll just put it on shuffle and that'll be it, and I'll just listen to whatever comes up. When TOMBOY comes up, I have to listen to it like at least 5 times in a row. It's just one of those songs that I can't just listen to once. I have to just keep repeating it. I'm obsessed with it at the moment. And as I say, those reactions are out there. Of course, on my previous I-dle reactions as well. So please do check those out and catch up on my I-dle journey thus far. As I mentioned in some of my previous reactions, I-dle are a very special group to me. They have been very much off my radar recently until this comeback. Like, now they've taken massive leaps in my estimations and stuff and in my rankings of like groups and things, but they are a very special group to me because they are essentially the first K-pop group I ever got into. When I first got into K-pop, I got into K-pop through KDA, through Pop Stars, which of course features Soyeon and Miyeon, and through that I ended up finding I-dle and checking out Watatar and Han and songs like that, and the rest is history essentially. Because this group are incredible, and they were kind of my route into K-pop. So please do check all those reactions out and catch up on that journey. That would be fantastic. And of course, guys, if you enjoy this reaction, please drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self, join the royal family, become a royal yourself. I do want to hear your thoughts on this album, guys. I know some of you have dropped comments in the MV reaction to do with the album and things, but nevertheless, please do drop your thoughts to the album within this video as well. I do want to hear your thoughts, obviously, after I've given my thoughts on all the songs and stuff. What are your favourite songs? What are your favourite tracks on the album? What are your least favourite tracks on the album? All that good stuff would be more than welcome. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. Please do that. But with all that being said, guys, we are just going to get straight into this thing because I am far too excited to finally get the chance to check out this incredible album today. It is I-dle time! Let's do this! So this is the wonderful I-dle with I Never Die, the first ever full album from this insane group. I cannot wait to order this thing. I need to order this thing. I'm not got that much money at the minute, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to figure out when I can get away with ordering it, but I am planning to for sure because I want to own this album. Just because of TOMBOY, to be honest, on its own. Like, obviously, I've not checked out the rest of the album yet, but I've got a feeling I'm going to love it regardless. I did adore I-Burn, which of course was their previous album. I wasn't necessarily planning on buying that initially, but as soon as I did my album reaction, I checked it out, I got utterly obsessed with that album and I had to have it, and I've got a feeling this is going to be the same. And to be honest, after TOMBOY, I already want it because I'm so into that song. We are starting with track number 2 on this album because of course I've checked out TOMBOY a lot of times at this point, so it's a bit redundant to do a reaction to that. So I'm starting with track number 2, which is Never Stop Me. Let's do it. I'm ready. Am I recording the screen? Yes. You gotta check these things. You've got to check these things because sometimes I forget and it's really irritating. Let's go. I'm excited. Oh, the vocals in this group. There's something about them, I love them. Minnie's voice. That contrast between Minnie's voice and Soyeon's voice always gets me. It's that. It's so different. Oh, okay. Go! Oh, I love that they've got that rock vibe again. That... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, mate. Yes. Oh, yes. What a start. Screw you, dummy. Oh my god, I'm in love. Oh, this group. Minnie's silky voice. Oh, it's just... Oh. Oh, it's addictive, that voice. What a start, man. What a start. The fact that you've gone from Tomboy to this. It's just perfection. It's just perfection. I love that, like I say, it continues that kind of pop rock kind of thing that they had going with Tomboy. And this is even, I'd say in some ways even more in that direction. I really love it, that chorus. That chorus is stunning. Oh my god, this group. It very much feels like this is kind of their they've grown up kind of album. This is very much, it feels like an exciting new era for I-dle, and that's, you know, obviously that's understandable given everything that's happened, given everything that happened with Soojin and stuff, which again, you know, as I've mentioned in the previous reactions recently to Tomboy and everything, it is painful to see them as a 5, you know, without Soojin. It feels in some ways wrong that Soojin isn't there. But, you know, at the same time, like, we have to move on, you know, we have to try and move on with these girls. We have to try and support these 5 girls and stuff, and obviously support Soojin in whatever she does next, separate to I-dle. So it is difficult, but as I mentioned in my previous reaction, it helps. It helps that I-dle are putting out stuff like this, that I-dle are putting out content like this, that this is clearly kind of them making a statement in terms of this is a new era for us. We're entering this new phase in our existence. We're not just going to come out and do the same stuff we were doing with Soojin. We're not just going to be the same group. We're going to give you something completely different. We're going to give you something new. We're going to mature as a group and enter our next phase of existence. And that feels like what I-dle are doing here with this album. And that's part, I think, why it's so exciting. Why it's just so exciting this is happening. I think I read something about earlier on Twitter about them getting a all kill or something. Did they get an all kill with Tomboy? Real-time all kill. I think I read that. Unless I made it up, I'm sure I read that. Let me know for definite anyway. Like I say, by the time this video comes out, I don't know what the situation will be, but let me know. But this song and everything, this comeback seems to have really taken off for them, and I'm so happy for them, because it was kind of make or break in a way for I-dle in terms of coming back with this, and where, you know, in what direction would they go after everything that's happened with Soojin and stuff. Thankfully it seems like they're going in the right direction, and that's great to see, because these girls deserve it. These girls deserve it. Obviously it's you know, it's horrible what happened with Soojin. I hate it. I don't like that she's not in the group anymore. I don't think anyone does like that she's not in the group. Like, it's not nice at all. But I'm so happy for these girls that this seems to be taking off and this seems to be doing well, and that they've come out with just such an incredible release with this, and this song is another indication of that. Just what a start to the album. It just makes me even more excited for what's to come. I don't know if we're going to continue this kind of trend of this kind of rocky vibe. I'm assuming the album's going to go in different directions like these albums usually do. But this feels like an exciting new era for this group, and I'm so like psyched. I don't want to say like they're maturing necessarily, because I don't think anything they've done before now hasn't been that way. Like they kind of put out very mature concepts anyway a lot of the time, like things like Oh My God and Why and stuff like that felt very kind of mature. So I don't really want to say that. I don't want to say they're maturing, but it does feel like a new era, and it's exciting. And now we are going to move on to track number 3, and it is Villain Dies. So this is I-dle, of course, with Villain Dies, track number 3. This lyric video is by Jay Gucci. I didn't mention that the previous lyric videos were by Zati Farhani, so thank you so much for the lyric videos, guys. I do always use the lyric videos for these, unless there's like a live performance or something, which I know there is to one of these. I think it's My Bag at the end. There's a live performance that, isn't there? So I'll do that for sure. But if there's not, I like to use the lyric videos just to see who's singing each bit. I know sometimes they can be wrong and stuff, but I like to use them regardless. If there are official releases on the main channel, I will play the songs on them. For every time I play them on the lyric videos, I'll play them on the main channel so they get the views and things, because I know that's important. I know some people don't like people using lyric videos, but I do like to use them for the lyrics. So this is track number 3, Villain Dies. Look at the teaser images. That's another reason why I love using lyric videos, because I just love looking at the teaser images. Look at them. Look at them. They look incredible. I love the teaser images for this comeback, man. They're insane. They're insane. It's part of the reason why Yuki just stole me. Even before Tomboy came out, I was already thinking she's probably going to hit bias by the end of this comeback because of the teaser images alone. And lo and behold, she is now my bias. For those of you that didn't see my previous reaction, I have now officially announced Yuki is my second I-dle bias. She's incredible. This is Villain Dies. Let's do it. Oh. Oh my God, Minnie's voice. Moment of appreciation, please, for Minnie's voice. Oh, Shua. Oh my God. Oh, Shua's voice. These lyrics. Oh. Oh. Oh! What? What? Oh, fucking hell. Wait, Soil. Wait. Let me get over that bit before I deal with your rap. Because I can't at the moment. Oh my God, I can't deal with it. You know what it is about I-dle? It's something about these girls. Like, I don't know what to expect from them. They're one of those groups. And I've said this a million times with some of the groups. Well, not a million times, because there's only so many groups that are like this. But I have said it before with some other groups. They do get those groups that you can't predict. And I-dle are one of those for me, where I don't really know what I'm going to get. This is already so different from the previous 2 tracks. This feels kind of more along the lines of previous era vibes, like I Trust, I Burn, kind of that era. Like it for me is reminiscent of like Oh My God style, that kind of, I don't really know how to describe it that makes sense, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's hopefully you know what I mean when I say that. Like it's kind of more reminiscent of that kind of thing, where it's very different. It's very I don't want to say, do I want to say alternative? I don't know if that's the right terminology really, but there's something about what I-dle do that is very different and is very almost experimental, and I love them for that. And this is another one of those, and I love it. And I love it already. It's just incredible when Minnie comes in with her voice. There's something about her voice, it's so kind of expressive and things. It really sets an atmosphere within songs. I don't know if that's why. Is it a common thing for Minnie to kind of start songs? Because already we've seen a couple of songs where Minnie kind of comes in as the first vocalist, and I don't know if that's something that they do a lot with I-dle. I've never really paid attention that much before to go, oh yeah, Minnie's starting this song. I don't know if that's a common theme with I-dle. Let me know if you know in the comments. But if that is the theme in I-dle, I can understand why, because she's got a very atmospheric voice. She's got the kind of voice that just sets the mood straight away, which I think really works with, especially with songs like this and things. It really needs that atmosphere, and I think Minnie is perfect. She has that voice that perfectly sets that atmosphere immediately. Like, you know exactly where you are when Minnie comes in with those vocals, and her vocals are stunning. Oh my god. Right, soy on rap time. Soy on rap time, which I'm never ready for. Let's do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, the flow. The flow. What a woman. I love these lyrics. Oh. This bit. Oh, this is this a pre-chorus when it kind of slows it down? It's so nice. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Neon. Look at the teaser. Neon. Minnie's voice. I know I keep saying it, but it deserves to be said. Such a unique voice in K-pop. You know when you're listening to Minnie's voice. You know. Oh. Oh.
Is HelloFresh worth the price? Absolutely.
I don't care, HelloFresh. There's nothing you can say to me that's going to persuade me to buy your vegetables right now.
I ordered a fillet steak and fries, jerk's
I'm far too distracted. I'm not in the mood.
If I had to cook this...
Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh my god. This group. Oh, I can't deal with them. I cannot. I love them so much. Like, they've just exploded into my brain and into my heart over the last few weeks. And obviously this comeback is a main part of that. I also reacted to which album was it? I can't recall it now. Did I do part of 2 albums? I'm trying to remember what exactly I did, but over on the Patreon, I have a Patreon. Check it out in the description below if you want. I did an I-dle album reaction on there. It's some of their earlier albums. I think I did a combination of some, because I've checked out some I-dle B-sides before. I've checked out the more recent albums. I ended up doing like a combination of like the B-sides I hadn't checked out on I Trust, and then the B-side on Dum Dee I can't speak. Dum Dee album, and then stuff on is it I Made or I Am, the second album? It's I Made, I think. Is it? I don't know, I'm getting all confused now. But anyway, I did like a combination reaction. I did a bunch of B-sides from their albums and things, and that kind of already got me in more of a I-dle mood again and reminded me how awesome this group are. And some of those B-sides I'm obsessively playing now. What's Your Name, for example, that B-side, I absolutely adore that song. That's being played over and over again at the moment on my Spotify alongside Tomboy. And yeah, I did that recently, and that kind of got me in that I-dle mood again. I was like, holy shit, this group are incredible. I can't believe I've not thought about this group so long, because they hadn't come back since, like, you know, the previous January when they dropped Highburn, so I hadn't really thought about them much. And that album kind of reminded me, doing that reaction reminded me of all that. And then obviously they dropped this, and now it's just like they've exploded into my brain again. I just wasn't expecting it. Like I'm obsessed with this group all over again. I mean, when the dust settles, I have no idea where my rankings are going to sit. When I rank my girl groups or whatever, when I rank my groups generally, I don't know where they're going to sit in that ranking. I really don't, because they could be like top 5 easily. They've taken me over recently, and this album is helping. It's helping to solidify that, because it's incredible. I also wanted to mention the some of these credits and stuff, because obviously this deserves mentioning, and I know this is a thing that happens a lot within their albums and their songs and stuff. Obviously Soyeon has a heavy hand in a lot of their stuff, because she does producing and she does obviously lyrics and stuff. So she's involved in a lot of these first 3 songs that we've just listened to. Well, these first 2 plus Tomboy, I know Soyeon was heavily involved in. So it says here she's involved in the music, she's involved in the arrangement, she's involved in the lyrics. And that's the case for the first 3. And then we've got Minnie involved in the lyrics in Already, which is coming up next. Polaroid involves Yuki. We've got Yuki involved in some of the arrangements and the production and stuff as well. These girls are so talented, so talented. Like, you look at these credits, like, they're all over it. They're all over these credits, like, so many of them. Like, it's just amazing. It really is. There's such a talented group, and that deserves to be acknowledged. Now we are going to move on to track number 4, which is called Already. So this is Already, track number 4 by I-dle. And like I say, Minnie is involved within this one, within the at least the lyrics. Was she involved in the production as well? Yeah, she was. So she's heavily involved in this one. Again, we've got the same, I think these are the same teaser images as the last one. These teaser images, they all look so incredible. I can't deal with it. Anyway, this is Already. Let's go. This group is so good. This group is so good. Oh my god. And again, Minnie. Is that a thing? It must be a thing, right? Minnie starting the song. I'm trying to recall songs now. Seems to be like Minnie then Soyeon, like almost every time. Oh, these vocals, I like lighter vocals. I really like that. Yuki's voice. Yuki's voice! How many voices am I going to acknowledge in this video? Have I done them all yet? I think Mion's the only one I've not done. I'm sure it won't be long before I'll be doing that as well. Yuki's voice. God damn, this group have some incredible vocals, don't they? They really do. That bit when Yuki comes in then, oh, that voice. Oh! Yeah. Oh! Is she she the best rapper in K-pop? I think she might be. I think she might be. Oh my god. I love her so much. Oh. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. Oh. Just they are perfect. Oh, the way Mion ends that line there. The way she ends that line. Mion's voice. Mion's voice. There we go. All of them. Oh. Oh, this instrumental. Yes, please. Oh, it's carried on. That was the end. They're so good. They're so good. Oh my god. Perfection. They're doing something that other groups just don't do. It just feels like I-dle are they're within their own. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like they're doing something. You could kind of like, I feel like you could group certain groups up. You could say like these are the groups that do this. These are the groups that do that. With I-dle, I feel like they're in their own little bubble. They're in their own little place where it's like this is what I-dle do. This is what I-dle do, and this is what only I-dle do. I feel like that's where I-dle sit in terms of groups and things. There's something about what I-dle do that is different to everyone else, and I love that. Like they have their own identity in terms of what they put out and things, and obviously they switch it up in terms of concepts and stuff, as all K-pop groups do. But even so, like there's something that makes I-dle songs distinctly I-dle songs, if that makes sense. They're just special. There's something about them that is just different, and I love that. And I think it's part of why they got so big when they first came on the scene and things, and it's completely understandable. And again, I hope that this is kind of the catapult that takes them to the next level and gets them back up there into the stratosphere where they belong in terms of just top K-pop groups, because for me they are one of the top. Again, another incredible song, just the vocals on it, the whole, again, the atmosphere. There's something about I-dle songs that give you so much atmosphere. Like you can't listen to an I-dle song and say that it's empty or flat or like, or doesn't have like feeling or meaning. You know, like some K-pop songs you could listen to and kind of think, yeah, it's just sound. There's not really any emotion behind it or feeling or there's nothing, there's no substance to it. You could never say that about an I-dle song, because they just have that. They just have that substance. They have that atmosphere. They have that emotion every single time. And I love them for that. I love them for that in their music. Oh. So good. Oh, I need to get this album. Man. I really do. I love this. I love it already. So next on our list, we have one of the songs that Yuki is heavily involved with, which makes me very excited. Obviously, new bias, so I'm hugely excited to see where this goes. It is called Polaroid. So this is Polaroid by I-dle, obviously. Again, teaser images, man. Teaser images, off the charts. Off the charts! Do it. Get me all giddy. We've got a mini. That's the thing, it's got to be a thing, right? It has to be. I'm sorry to pause it, but it's bugging me now. Because I've only just started thinking about this, and I feel like it's probably a thing that you guys know about if you're a big I-dle fan and stuff. They'd be like, yeah, I mean, he always starts the songs. I don't know, but let me know, man. Because now that I've noticed it, I keep noticing it. And every time, like, when I go back to listening on Spotify and stuff like that after this reaction, I'm going to be listening out for Minnie's voice starting these songs. And we're going back and listening to all of I-dle's discography and going, does Minnie start this song? It's got to be a thing, right? Surely. Again, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Oh my god. Oh. Yuki's voice. I'm sorry, I really don't want to pause it, especially when it sounds this gorgeous, but I can't help it. I can't get over this shit. Like, Minnie's voice comes in, it's so gorgeous, and then Yuki's voice follows it, and something about her tone, like, because it's kind of deeper. There's something about her tone of voice that just it gets me. It just gets me. It just gets me. This is already my bias. Right, I won't pause it now. I won't, I promise. I promise. It melts me. Her voice melts me. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is stunning. This is stunning. I can't.
I think we can look back, 'cause we've been too busy. We've been too busy.
Oh my god. Okay, Yuki's voice. This I-dle are an incredible vocal group. Wow. Oh, the way she sings brightly. Oh, man. I love hearing Soyeon sing as well. Soyeon's got such a gorgeous singing voice. Just wow. Just wow. Just wow. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh my god. This broke me. This broke me.
Let's make a funny face.
Oh god. The fact that Yuki ends it as well. Oh my god. Yuki's voice. This has added a whole new dimension to Yuki being my bias. Like in this moment. Because this is the thing, like I-dle before now, like even though I've always been into them and things, and obviously when I-burn came out I was really into them because that album utterly slayed me and stuff, but they're very much an on and off group for me, like, or have been in the past. Like I kind of get into them and then I kind of drift away from them, and they've never really been like one of my absolute favourite groups or anything like that. This is where it changes. This is where that changes for me, because this comeback, they've just taken me over in a whole different way, and now I suddenly want to get massively invested in this group, but because I wasn't massively invested in this group before, I don't necessarily know everything there is to know about them, and Yuki's voice is one of those things where I wasn't aware of just how gorgeous her voice is. I know she was on like Stage Boom quite recently, the Chinese show, alongside one of the members from Bonbon Girls, Chen Zhexuan, which is how I discovered that show. I discovered that show, discovered Chen Zhexuan within that show, discovered Bonbon Girls, got obsessed with them, which are a C-pop group. But I also discovered at the same time that Yuki's in that show. And I do need to go and watch that show. For anyone that's watched it, please let me know what it's like and stuff. I know a lot of people have recommended it to me. I do want to go and watch that show, and Yuki's in that show. And I can only assume that means she puts on some gorgeous vocal performances. But her voice is something I wasn't really aware of in a big way. But now hearing it within these songs and stuff, it really adds just a whole new dimension. Now that she's my bias and everything. And again, she became my bias mainly through obviously Tomboy, and the visuals, the presence, the charisma that she has, and the way she sold her performance in like the MV and the stages and stuff. Like that's where she won my bias spot. Like hearing her voice now and acknowledging the fact that she has a gorgeous voice and not really thinking about that before, having not really thought about that before, it's suddenly added this whole new dimension to like Yuki being my bias, where I'm like, oh my god, she's actually got a stunning voice as well, on top of all the other stuff she can do and all the other talent she has. Just wow, that stunned me in this song. Obviously she's heavily involved in the song as well, from a production standpoint, from a lyric standpoint. So what a woman. what this group is so talented, man, so wildly talented. The song was absolutely gorgeous, just stunning. I'm not big on my slow songs. You'll know that if you've seen many reactions from me before. I'm not huge on slow songs. This is one that is going to get me. This is one that got me immediately, that I know I'm going to listen to again, over and over again. I adored this. I adored it. I adored it. Just absolutely stunning. And now we are going to move on to track number 6, which is called Escape. So this is track number 6, and it is called Escape. Again, lyric video by Sati Farhani. Thank you so much for the lyric videos, my friend. And I use Zati's for the previous ones as well, which is why I didn't mention it. Let's do it. Escape. Minnie again. She sets the tone so well for everything, every song. Start this again. I need to start this again. Oh my god, that whole opening, Minnie's voice, oh my god, it resonates in my soul. I feel like it's like bouncing all over in my soul. I feel like it gets in there and just like it's bouncing off the walls in my soul, and it's every time it hits one of the walls, it's making the wall glow. It's making my soul glow. Every time it hits the walls, it's glowing. It's I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. It's what I'm feeling. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, that echo on it as well. Whoa. Oh my god. This might be the one. This might be the one. Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're one of those moments where you feel like, for that brief moment in time, you just got transported to actual heaven. Like you were just like, you just experienced a different divine realm of existence. That's what I just had. That's what I just had then. Some like divine experience. Oh my god, this song. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Oh! Shit. Oh. I'll say it before. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There is always in these albums, and whether they're incredible albums, whether they're average albums, whether they're albums that aren't that great, there's usually, pretty much every time, one song that will stick with me on to another level. Like it'll be one of those like god tier songs that grabs me to the point where I'm just listening to it on repeat and shit like that. And to be fair, in this, the Tomboys already exists, so that's already a song that's doing that to me. And all these songs have been incredible so far in this album, but this one has me. This song has my soul. Last album, I Burn, it was Dahlia. It was Dahlia that did that, and that's still like number, I think, 3 on my like all-time Spotify playlist. And I haven't had Spotify for that long, but that's like I think number 3 at the moment on my all-time played, because I play it that much. And that song was the one on that album. What's Your Name was the one on, again, I want to say it's I Made. Is that on I Made? I'm gonna have to check that soon. Okay, it is I Made. I was right originally. It is I Made that song's on. That's the one on that album. This is the one on this album. This is, wow. I'm from the moment it kicked in, from the moment Minnie comes in with that vocal, that was it. I was gone. I was gone. I was having an out of body experience, and out of one of them, one of them experiences. I was just utterly gone. I was sold. Oh my god. Oh my god. Continue.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god, this group. Oh. These lyrics. The vocals. Oh. Oh my god, that was incredible. That was incredible. God, if you're up there, mate, if you're up there, when I come to have, well, hopefully I'll go to a good place, wherever that may be. Let's call it heaven for now. Like, wherever that place may be. When I get there, right? If I get there, and I hope I do. I'm not going to go into that debate now, but when I get there, I would like to be greeted, right? When as I'm walking up to the gates or whatever, the doorway, the entrance to this heavenly realm, I want to be greeted with this. That, please. That would be fantastic. Imagine that. Imagine that. Jesus Christ. Wow. That was incredible. Just incredible. I mean, wow. I don't know what more to say. Just holy shit. Oh, that's interesting. Look, so someone's right here. Juan Anis Misada. I apologise if I'm slaughtering that pronunciation, but if you happen to be watching this video, but so they said, in fact, I feel like this whole comeback is dedicated to her, meaning Sujin. And to be fair, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if there's obviously some of these lyrics were probably written with her in mind in some of these songs, especially since there's so much lyrical involvement from the girls themselves. So that's a really nice thought, actually, especially with a song like this. Just wow. Just wow. And now we are going to move on to the penultimate track of the album. There is this like bonus track, Tomboy. I think, isn't there a Tomboy like explicit version? Something like non-censored, uncensored version. I mean, I can't assume that's much different other than instead of the beep, they swear. I assume. Let me know for definite on that, because there is an extra thing here. But this is the penultimate track. It is called Liar. So this is I-dle once again with Liar. I did notice just before I kind of loaded this up, quite a lot of these tracks are quite short, aren't they? That seems to be an I-dle thing as well. At least something I noticed a lot in this album in I-Burn. It's kind of my only, I don't want to say criticism because it's not criticism, but it's kind of my only kind of downside to that album and the tracks on it, was that I felt like they all kind of, a lot of them ended very abruptly. Like it was a very sudden stop where they wouldn't end how you expect normal K-pop songs to end. And based on the other B-sides I've heard and stuff of I-dle, it doesn't seem to be a theme with them. But I know they like doing kind of unconventional things within their songs, but that album was particularly noticeable for that, where these songs just kind of end when you wouldn't expect them to end. And it's painful in a song like Dahlia when I'm thinking, I'm loving this song, I want it to carry on, I want to have that extra chorus or whatever. And it's kind of bled through into this, I feel like, a little bit, but not in a bad way. This is the thing with this, I'm not really noticing it as much. It's not really noticeable, at least on first listen. I'm not noticing any kind of abrupt endings, but these songs are quite short, which isn't a bad thing by any stretch. I am noticing like the song lengths tend to be, for the most part, around the kind of 3 minutes. There's a lot of under 3 minutes. It's just an observation. But anyway, Liar. Let's do it. Let's do it. Is Minnie gonna start? Yes. It's the thing, it has to be. Well, I mean, with a voice like that, you can't blame them. Oh, Shuho's voice as well. My God. The vocals. Oh, Leon. Oh, my God. Oh, that rockiness again, the guitar. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh my God, Yuki all over that chorus. I could not deal with that. Oh. Is this the other one that she was involved in? It is. I thought it might be when she hit that chorus. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. I cannot deal with this album. I cannot deal with this album. Whatever I-dle are doing here, they've hit a gold mine. They have hit a fucking gold mine with this. Sure. Oh, Soyeon raps. Oh, it's Minnie this time. Oh my God, this chorus. Oh, that like, oh my God, this is so perfect. The middle of that chorus as well, where it stops, she kind of says we, and then it skips a beat before we get into speed. So it really gives that speed impact. Speed. Oh, it's so nicely done. It's so well done. It just gives it that extra edge. Oh. I'm blown away by this. Blown away by this. Utterly blown away. I can't. Continue. That. Just that little pause is perfect. Maybe this is the one. I don't know anymore. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. What an album. What an album. Oh my God. I fucking can't. I just can't. What a song, man. That was incredible. That was incredible. To have those two back to back. I mean, they're so different, but Liar and Escape, man. Wow. But then Polaroid as well. Polaroid is fucking gorgeous. Already was incredible. They're all incredible. This album. Oh. I was expecting something good. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. That could have been the title track. I'd have been more than happy with that as the title track. They still got that kind of rocky vibe to it, with the chorus and everything. Oh, shit. Fucking hell. I can't get over this. I cannot get over it. Right, final song of the album. Like I say, I think there's a live performance of this, which has been requested to me. A few people have mentioned this. So it's the showcase performance, I think. My Bag Live. So I'm going to check it out. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I? So we're going to do the live performance. I feel like I'm on the ropes. Anyway, like after doing this whole album, I could have really done with this not being the final track, because I feel like I'm utterly destroyed to the point where I'm just like literally on the ropes, like in terms of the whole boxer analogy. I don't feel like I can survive much longer, and now I've got to check out a live performance where these girls are actually on screen murdering me. I'm not ready for it. I'm not prepared. Right, go.
Okay.
Where's the rest of them? Oh, there they are. Minnie's voice. Minnie's voice is something else. Get the fucking outfits. The outfits. Oh, there she is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. I can't deal with this group. I can't deal with this group. Oh fucking hell. So badass. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, they are killing this. They are killing this. Look at me on the throne. The Queen. Holy fuck. Look. I can't anymore. I can't. Closing on me on what she's doing all this business. Oh my god. They really are the queens, aren't they? They really kind of are. I don't know what else to say. I don't think I can recall. I'm trying to recall the most recent comeback that I can think of that slayed this hard. Like, that just owned to this level. For me. Like, it just feels like they've come in and just utterly wrecked the joint. They really have. They've just like walked into the room and gone, yep, we're going to take our place back on that throne, thank you very much. There's nothing you can do about it. That's how it feels like, just the attitude and everything they've come in with. They've just owned completely and utterly. Just incredible. Just incredible. This whole me on bit, man. This whole me on bit. Look at that, oh my god. Look at Soyeon. Fucking hell. The outfits. These like pink outfit, I can't. Oh my god. The word boss has never been so relevant as it is right now. They are bosses. Boss queens. Queen of the bosses. However you want to flipping word it. The only thing I will say about that is that I'm kind of gutted we didn't see. I kind of wanted to see them in these outfits. You know, these outfits here on the thumbnail. Like when I saw that, they had these outfits, like they had the masks on with the guns and everything. Obviously, I've seen those images before with like those kind of outfits, but I was hoping we'd see them in that, like they come out in those outfits, and I just thought that would be incredible. But my god, that was awesome. My god, that was awesome. They're just insane. This feels like a group that have come back with this comeback. They know they've got something good. Like it feels like that kind of thing where they've come back with something that they know is incredible. And maybe it's because they were so heavily involved in this album. They were so heavily involved in it in terms of the production and stuff. Obviously, a lot of the girls were involved in the production of the songs, involved in the composition of the songs, involved in the lyrics of the songs, whatever. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason, because they were so personally involved with all the songs that they knew they had some incredible music to put out. But it feels like the confidence that they've come out with this comeback and stuff, like, especially after everything that's happened, like, you could kind of forgive them for coming back without that kind of edge that they usually have, because they've been through the grinder a bit in terms of everything that's happened. But it's kind of the opposite of that. They've come out with such confidence and such energy and such presence that you can't deny them. You cannot deny them in this comeback. It just seems like they've come out knowing, like, yeah, we know we've got something good here. We know we're going to kill you with this. And they have. And it's wonderful to witness, quite honestly. I've just been stunned by this. And I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one that's just been utterly blown away by what this comeback has done. This whole album is insane. This whole album is incredible. I love every single song. Every single one. Obviously, there are standouts. I think Escape and Liar are certainly my favourites, alongside Tomboy. I think those three are kind of my highlights of this album for me personally, at least based on first listen and stuff. Once I listen to the album some more time, multiple times, who knows. But this album is just, it's a no-skip masterpiece. It's a no-skip masterpiece, and that's it's as simple as that. Just stunning. This group are incredible. This group are incredible. If they were intending to come back with this and remind people of who I-dle are, and remind people that they need to be considering I-dle as one of their top groups and as one of the top groups in K-pop, for me, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. And with that being said, guys, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoy this reaction, drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. That would be incredible. Like I say, guys, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think of this album. Let me know what you think of the songs on this album. What are your favourite songs? What are your least favourite songs? Whatever you want to say it in the comments, as long as it's nice, obviously, as long as it's civil. And I'll see you next time, guys, for the next one. Selling gay. I love you all. Goodbye. Stan I-dle.